Hi there, Jen Roque here from StampCampWithJen.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching on my YouTube channel and you haven't already, please make sure to like and follow me and hit that bell so you never miss a video. All of the information for today's project, the supplies, and measurements and the blog post will be in the description below the video. If you're watching from my blog and you haven't already, please subscribe to my newsletter. Newsletter subscribers get inside information every week, and I send out a newsletter every Friday morning, so I hope you'll join us. Okay, so today I'm going to make this adorable step front panel fold card. This is a case, which is copy and share from another demonstrator. Her name is Debra Harrison from Simply Sweet Ink Design. She did one almost exactly like this. So I got her measurements and everything to make this card for my recent Stamp Camp classes. The only thing I changed was a little bit of the design, and we'll go over that in a second. But before we begin, I just want to remind you of a couple things. So Sale-A-Bration is going on right now through 30 September 2021. Don't forget, if you join and become a demonstrator and join my team during Sale-A-Bration, you can get any of these bundles for free in addition to your starter kit. That's no obligation whatsoever. This is on page 19 of that mini Sale-A-Bration brochure. It's really a great value. I did the math and it's up to $283 worth of stuff for only $99. It ships to your house for free. Again, like I said, the starter kit is no obligation, so it really is a good deal. Sale-A-Bration is always the best time of the year to join and become a demonstrator because they always have great little incentives and perks for joining. I don't have them near me right now, but the Cute Stars adhesive back sequins are my free gift this month. So if you place a $50 order through me, not only will you get a free Sale-A-Bration item, but you will also get my gift of the month, which is those stars. So, okay, so I'm going to go through this card. It's really very easy. It's just the steps to put it together can be a little confusing. So I'm going to go kind of slow and repeat myself a couple times. And since you're watching this as a video, you can always pause it, rewind it if you need to. But I'm going to try to kind of take my time with this and explain it as best I can, okay? So the paper used here is actually the beautifully penned paper, which is a free Sale-A-Bration item. Let me show you here on page 7 of that brochure. This paper is free with a $50 purchase. And now when I say free with a $50 purchase, that means $50 before shipping and tax. It doesn't include tax and shipping. And then the sentiment we're using this In Your Words stamp set, and this is actually free with a $300 order or more. So you can get this stamp set for free, okay? So I have my pieces all cut. These are how my kits come for Stamp Camp class. I cut them all down for everybody and put them in my envelopes here. So I have 2 basic black pieces that I've scored. And again, all the measurements and scoring and everything, the scoring dimensions, all that is on my website. So I don't have it next to me here. I apologize, but if you go to my website, StampCampWithJen.com, you can see it there, or you can see it if you're watching from YouTube in the description below. You can find the link to my blog to get those measurements as well. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just burnishing, I'm folding the creases and using my bone folder to fold it. It doesn't matter if you fold it up or down because you can always fold it the other way, but I'm folding it towards this bigger section here. You can see that, okay? So now the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to take, let me move some of this over. We're gonna take the piece that has the leaves and the gray background, and we're gonna adhere it to this section that is the bigger section, okay, on the front here. So I'm just gonna grab my seal. I love this paper. It reminds me a lot of that True Love DSP that we had that just retired from the January through June mini catalog. I love black and white papers because you can really, they go with anything. You just add a little pop of color and that drama is so pretty. Okay, So now what we're gonna do is we have, this is the big section here, and there is a little bit of space where it's not covered by the paper, but that's okay because when we make our box, the box is gonna close over that and you're not gonna see that little strip there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this over and we're gonna take this white piece here and you're gonna put it on the back. And this is basically where you would write your message because this card doesn't open up like a traditional card, so you need a white piece on the back to give your message to your recipient. And it's cool because they could keep it up on like their desk or their countertop and kind of show it off, and then you have like your little message on the back there, and that will be centered. Okay, and so now we'll flip it back over so this piece with the leaves is face up, and then I'm gonna take this piece that has the flowers and the polka dots here, and we're going to, so if you fold it straight up, you have these 4 sections. We want to put it in this fattest section right here, okay? And if you're gonna get confused, if it's a little bit easier, you could always fold it down so you know that fat section is the bottom section. So, but really you're just looking in the fat section is where you want to adhere it. And you could do the stripes too. That's actually what Debra did, was she had the stripes face out, but I liked it better with the flowers since we're going to be punching out those flowers from the in color paper. I thought that matched pretty well. So we'll just center that. And now for our little strip here, we're going to take our polka dot piece, and on the big section, we're going to adhere it there. So I have my pieces that are folded, they're going towards the back, and we're gonna adhere our paper on that big section at the bottom, if that makes sense. And I'm just using Seal. I'm pretty comfortable with it. You could use liquid glue, just go light on the liquid glue so it doesn't bubble up. But you could use whatever adhesive you're comfortable with. Okay. So now it's actually pretty easy to put this together. So what we're gonna do is on this tiny little strip, we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive, but we're gonna fold both of these sections backward and fold it straight down. And by doing that, it will adhere where it needs to be, and then it will fold up like we need to. So let me show you. So for this, I probably will use a little bit of liquid glue just for this little strip here. Light liquid glue here, and then like I said, we're gonna fold not just that little section but the section above it. We're gonna fold over and then fold it flat and press down where that liquid glue would be, which would be right behind here. And now the box comes straight up like that. See? So just that liquid glue on that little strip back there, and then you fold it down and press. Okay? With me so far? Not too bad. So now we're gonna take this piece and adhere it, right? So we're gonna do the same thing. We're going to just put a little bit of liquid glue here, but we're gonna fold both flaps down, and then when we put it on the card, we're gonna line it up next to this designer paper and center it, and then press, okay? So let's do that now. So a little bit of liquid glue on this little flap. Okay, and then we're folding both sections down and lining this up with the edge of the designer paper. Okay, and then pressing where that glue should be. Okay, and by doing that, it comes down to where it needs to be on the side there. Okay. So now we have this little piece flapping in the breeze, so we need to put a little bit of liquid glue there. So we're gonna put, oops, and I have a little bit too much glue, but that's okay. Okay, so now for this piece, we're gonna put just a little bit of glue on the bottom here. Just a little bit. And then we're gonna fold this piece up like so, and fold that down. So we're gonna keep it folded up here, keep it towards the top, and then fold, okay? So it should look like this when you're adhering this section. Keep that folded up, bring your box up, and then adhere. And now, ta-da! You have your card base. Isn't that cool? I love this. I've wanted to try this for a little while. These cards are not new by any means, but I love fun folds, and this is the fun fold that we made for my class. I always try to do one fun fold, and so that when I saw this one by Debra, I thought it was really cute, and I really wanted to try it. So, okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp our sentiment. I've got polished pink here, and we're gonna use the Hope This Card Makes You Smile from that host set here. I'm gonna show you real quick. It's got a lot of great stuff. Perhaps the stars are opening where loved ones shine down to let us know they're happy. That's good for like a sympathy card. Unfortunately, I've needed a lot of those lately. Be who you were born to be. That could be like an encouragement card. Sending this card for no particular reason. That's always great. There's magic in every beginning. Hope your day is fantabulistic, fabulous and fantastic all into one. This one makes me chuckle every time. Your birthday came, your birthday went. Here's the card I should have sent. That makes me laugh every time. I probably will make one like that. I try to be good about sending out birthday cards early, but sometimes you just have those moments when you get busy and you just forget. So, all right, so we're stamping our polished pink onto a scrap of basic white. And then I'm just gonna come in here with my Label You Lovely punch, or Label Me Lovely, I think is what it's called. And we're gonna punch that out. And then we are going to take, so I grabbed this Flowers and Leaves dies from the Flowers of Friendship bundle. And we are gonna punch out the polished pink in color vellum, and I believe this is the Evening Evergreen vellum. So what I did was I cut, especially for class, when I knew we would be punching out a lot, I didn't want a lot of waste. So I cut out strips. This is a 1-inch strip of Evening Evergreen. So I figured, because you know, if you look at the punch here, if I just punch a bunch, it's gonna, like if I punch it in the paper, it's gonna punch out all those flowers and stuff that I don't need. So I made these 1-inch strips so we could just go in here sideways and just put it under the leaves that I need. So we're gonna do that. And you'll have a little bit of extra, but that's okay. We can throw out those little pieces that we don't need. So I did that for the leaves, and then for the flowers, I cut strips that were, it was like 1 3/4 strips, so that we could go from the top down and just get the flowers that we need punched out here. And this one's a little bit short because it's almost gone, but that's okay. And let's see if I can fish this out. And it gets a little stuck in there because it's vellum and it's very tough, but you can really just rip it out because you don't need those pieces anymore. But that's what I did to kind of eliminate the waste of the vellum when stamping with that punch, because it is such a detailed punch and I only need those particular pieces. So, all right, so to put this together, I'm gonna grab a bunch of glue dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably need about 5, okay. And I'm just gonna take, I found this was the easiest way to put this together. So I'm just gonna take a glue dot and put it on my flower. And then we will kind of layer it so the petals are full like that. And then for the leaves, I put a glue dot. So with the shiny side up, I'm putting a glue dot on the very base of the leaf right there. So I'm just gonna put a little glue dot there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck it kind of in between the petals, or behind the petals maybe even. I'll tuck this one behind the petals. And then I'll do the same thing with the little leaf. So shiny side up, put a glue dot on that base. So just like that, if you can see, the glue dot's right at the base of the leaf there. And then we'll put the petal maybe on the other side here. Okay? Yeah, that should be good. Okay, now I'm gonna take some dimensionals and we're gonna pop up our sentiment label here. We're almost done. This card comes together so quick and easy. I love it. This would be great to make a bunch of them to have them ready to go. And the sentiment's great. It's, you know, it could be, you know, I'm thinking of you, hope you feel better, just anything to make you smile. So I'm just centering it in that front panel there with the dimensionals on the back. And then my other glue dot, I'm just going to put a, actually, I think for the glue dot here. So I'm going to put a glue dot on the label because we're just going to stick the flower straight to the label there. That's the easiest way to kind of get it. Because if you put it in the center of the flower is not really sticking. Oops. I don't want that glue dot there. I had an extra glue dot on here. That's okay. Okay. But the center of the flower is not sticking onto the label. The center is actually kind of hanging over. So we're just going to put that little glue dot there and then just kind of position the flower over the glue dot. And then the last thing we're going to do to kind of tie it all together is we're going to take one of the black matte dots, the big one, and we're going to put that in the flower center there. And that will tie it all together. There we go. And that's it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below what you think of this card. I'd love to hear how you guys react, if you love it or it's okay, that's all right. I'd love to hear either way. So all right guys, well thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this project makes you smile. Don't forget, if you need any of the supplies for today's project or anything at all and you want to earn your Sale-A-Bration freebies, head over to either stampinup.com and shop with me. My name is Jennifer Roque. Or you can click on any of the supplies in the description below on my blog or on my YouTube channel, and that'll take you to my online store as well. Don't forget, Sale-A-Bration lasts through September 30th. It's a great time to join my team and get a free bundle with your no obligation starter kit. And you can also get a free gift with any $50 purchase if you don't want to join and you just want to shop in my online store. Okay guys, well until next time, I hope you stay safe and make some great projects, and happy stamping. Bye.